greatest danger isn't that you lack money, but that you have money and never learn how to live. Millions live like they'll never die, saving relentlessly, only to realize they've never truly lived a meaningful day. This video won't show you how to get rich. It will show you how to live richly, by spending at the right time, with the right intention, for the right purpose. Wealth isn't defined by the amount you save. It's defined by how deeply you live. If you've ever feared running out of money more than running out of time, this will reset your entire view of wealth. Now let's begin the journey to transform your financial mindset, where money isn't just saved, but truly lived. The lie of traditional saving. We were raised in a society that glorifies saving as the ultimate virtue. Work hard, spend nothing, save for the future. That's the path to success, right? But this video shatters that illusion with brutal honesty. That very mindset is what's slowly killing your ability to live. You could spend your entire life accumulating, only to realize you never truly lived. Real wealth isn't about what you keep. It's about how much of life you truly experience. Saving out of fear turns people into slaves of money, not masters of it. This isn't just about money, it's about the battle between fully living and merely existing. When you believe financial safety is life's highest priority, you sacrifice youth, flexibility, and real emotion. The danger isn't that you won't have enough money, it's that you'll lose yourself in the act of constantly preparing. The saddest part? Being rich on paper while emotionally bankrupt. The world taught us how to protect money, but no one taught us how to use it to live. Suffering now guarantees joy later. But what if later never comes? How many people are postponing everything meaningful, waiting for a mythical someday? The truth is, security doesn't come from your savings account. It comes from the courage to live with strategy and purpose. Money was never the goal. It's the fuel that powers a life worth remembering. And if you're not using it to create real experiences, then you're not truly wealthy. You're just good at storing fuel for a trip you'll never take. Two opposing paths, and the lesson of fulfillment. The video outlines two financial lives heading in opposite directions. One rooted in hoarding, delay, and the myth of future enjoyment, and the other built on strategic spending and meaningful experiences in the present. Both may reach financial stability, but one lives fully, while the other merely waits to live. The difference isn't in the amount of wealth. It lies in the mindset behind how money is used. One believes in deferral, the other believes in now. And that shift makes the difference between simply surviving and actually living. One path is robotic, saving for safety, working endlessly, and living to meet goals. The other is intentional, spending wisely to create moments that matter. When money is feared, it becomes a cage, but when it's understood, it becomes freedom. True wealth isn't calculated by your net worth, it's measured by your story. The person who wins isn't the one who leaves behind the most assets, but the one who departs with the fewest regrets. That's the core of living a financially rich life. Money is inseparable from time and health. You might be financially secure at 70, but what good is it if your knees can't hike, your kids are grown, and your passions have faded? The video confronts us with a sharp question. What kind of wealth are you building? Is it built on bank balances or lived experiences? Because no one looks back wishing they had saved more. They wish they had done more, seen more, felt more. That shift, from saving blindly to living boldly, is where financial freedom actually begins. Wealth formula number 1. Oversaving is a ruthless waste. Saving is wise, but saving too much is silent self-destruction. The video drops a shocking truth. Most people die with over 60% of their money untouched. That means decades of hard work, sacrifice, and fear-fueled saving, only to leave behind a pile of unused cash. That's not financial intelligence. That's a tragic failure to live. If money isn't used to fuel life, then it's just numbers on a screen. You didn't win. You just played the wrong game really well. This oversaving behavior is rooted in fear. Fear of running out, fear of the unknown, fear of change. That fear causes people to freeze their joy, delay decisions, and never pull the trigger on the life they want. But the video makes it clear, saving endlessly without knowing when to spend is just another form of paralysis. The real waste isn't spending too much, it's never spending at all, even when you can. That's the cost of financial hesitation. True wealth comes from using money to craft a life rich in moments. Strategy isn't about hoarding, it's about knowing how much is enough and when to unlock it. The video urges viewers to break free from auto-saving mode and step into intentional living, because if you keep deferring life, the day will come when your money is plenty, but your time, health, and purpose are gone. And that loss is irreversible. There's no refund on life you didn't live. The longer you wait to use your money meaningfully, the less powerful it becomes. The fear of spending and the price of total control. Fear is the silent enemy of abundance. Many people aren't poor because they lack money, but because fear has paralyzed their ability to use it wisely. The video shows that once the fear of losing money dominates, people start guarding it like a treasure, rather than using it as a tool to live. Total control might feel safe, but it becomes a mental prison. Money becomes something to protect, not to experience. And if you're always waiting for the right time to spend, you might never be free enough to enjoy anything at all. When you hold on to money out of fear, you lose your ability to trade it for joy. A scarcity mindset forces people to delay everything meaningful, travel, connection, emotion, until time quietly slips away. Your health declines, your windows close, all that remains is unused capital. The video dares to ask, if you're too afraid to spend today, when exactly do you plan to start living? For many, the answer is never. They're saving for a future they'll be too exhausted to enjoy. Spending doesn't mean recklessness. It means courage. It's about making decisions based on purpose, not fear. The video urges us to let go of the need for rigid control and instead learn to live with intention, because fear makes you a bystander, but purpose turns you into the author of your life. If you keep managing money like a vault instead of a vehicle, you'll never move. And standing still, while life passes you by, is the most expensive mistake of all. Wealth formula number 2, the time value of money. Spending at the right moment. A dollar spent at 30 is worth far more than the same dollar spent at 80. Not because of inflation, but because of the life you can access with it. At 30, you have health, energy, and freedom, none of which can be bought back later. So the value of money depends on when you use it. Spending too late is like arriving at the station after the train has left. The opportunity is gone. What remains is only the illusion that the money still matters. The time bucket concept, dividing life into distinct stages based on energy, needs, and capacity for experience. Instead of pushing all joy to the end, you assign money strategically to each stage. Every dollar has a window when it creates maximum value. Miss that window, and the emotional return diminishes forever. True financial mastery isn't saving forever. It's knowing when your money will buy the richest possible memory, not just another item. Time is irreplaceable. Money is not. You can always earn more, but you can't rewind life to relive your 20s or redo a family trip when your kids are grown. The video makes this clear. Waiting too long to use money is one of the biggest financial mistakes you can make. True wealth isn't how much you have. It's how well you convert that money into moments, while you still can. If you want to live fully, stop asking, how much do I have? And start asking, when will this matter most? The time bucket principle and the art of experience allocation. The time bucket isn't just a clever metaphor, it's a high-level financial strategy for intentional living. The video urges us to divide life into buckets, each representing a stage with specific energy, needs, and capacity for experience. Instead of saving everything for retirement, you allocate resources to each period to match your physical and emotional potential. That's how you live on purpose, not on autopilot. It's not about how much you spend in life. It's about when you spend to gain the most from it. That's what makes the difference between living and merely surviving. In your younger years, spend on adventure, discovery, and risks that shape identity. In midlife, focus on bonding, building, and deeper emotional investments. Later years call for slowing down, giving back, and savoring what matters. If you dump all your money into just one final bucket, your later years, you erase all the richness available in the other stages. That's the mistake of millions who live by the save everything for someday script. The cost of that mindset is never truly tasting life while it's ripe. Map your life with purpose and assign money to it accordingly. Planning for each bucket lets you spend with intention, clarity, and alignment. This isn't reckless living, it's strategic fulfillment. True prosperity isn't measured by how much you hoard, but by how fully you experience each unrepeatable season of your life. If you want to live well, learn to allocate money not just by amount, but by timing, meaning, and vitality. That's the art of turning income into unforgettable moments. Wealth formula number 3. Experiences. The only asset that never depreciates. True assets aren't stocks, real estate, or account balances. They're the powerful experiences you've lived. The video delivers a profound truth. While material things fade, memories, if lived fully, grow more valuable with time. You can lose a house, but no one can take away the sunrise you watched with your child from a mountaintop. Real wealth lives in the stories you carry, not in the things you store. And that makes experience the most enduring return on investment you can ever buy. We're taught that investing means profit, but there's a higher form of profit, emotional return. A trip, a deep conversation, a life-changing moment. These generate dividends of joy and meaning that last forever. The video stresses that experiences don't just retain value, they appreciate over time. While assets age and decay, moments enrich your identity. A wise life doesn't collect things, it collects meaning. And meaning comes from what you do, not what you possess. At the end of life, what will you hold? An impressive portfolio or a legacy of moments that mattered? Those who live deeply know that experience is the only wealth death can't erase. Investing in moments isn't indulgence, it's responsibility. Because life isn't measured by the things you kept, it's defined by the memories you dared to create. So use your money to buy the moments that will one day make you proud, not just rich. Don't wait until it's too late to reward yourself. We often delay enjoyment with the excuse, "I'll treat myself once I have enough." But the video delivers a sharp warning. By the time you feel ready, it might already be too late. You can't hike mountains with aching knees. You can't explore the world when your body has slowed down. Waiting to live is a strategy for missing life entirely. You weren't meant to enjoy life only when you're old. You're meant to live while you still can. The biggest regret isn't spending too much. It's not spending when it mattered most. The world makes you feel guilty for spending on yourself. Society teaches that spending on experiences is wasteful, while saving endlessly is wise. But the video crushes that illusion. True wisdom lies in knowing the perfect time to live fully. A trip with loved ones, a powerful moment, a surprise adventure. These create emotional value that no investment ever could. Postponing life is simply a socially accepted form of self-denial, and the cost is a life half-lived. Those who live intentionally give themselves permission to enjoy now, not later. Rewarding yourself isn't selfish. It's a declaration that your life has worth now, not someday. The video urges action before opportunities vanish, because when time passes, you'll never regret the moments you lived. Only the ones you didn't. If you've been waiting for the right moment to enjoy life, this is it. Spend on what will make you come alive, before all you have left are the memories you never made. Wealth formula number 4. Give before you die. The ultimate psychological hack. Dying with millions in the bank isn't a win. It's a sign you never used your wealth to its fullest. Unused money is wasted potential. Giving before you die isn't just generosity, it's strategy. It allows you to make an impact while you're still here, still watching, still feeling. Delaying generosity until death means you miss the chance to experience the joy your money could create. Wealth should flow through you, not end with you. True success isn't leaving a fortune, it's using it to change lives in real time. People hold back from giving because of fear. What if I give too early? What if I need it later? But the video exposes the flaw in that thinking. A gift at 30 changes someone's future. A gift at 70 might be too late. It's not about giving more, it's about giving at the moment of greatest impact. And that moment is almost always earlier than we think. If you delay giving until the end, you miss the chance to witness transformation and rob others of opportunities when they need them most. Smart people don't hoard, they distribute strategically. They create trusts, tax-free gifts, living donations, not just to feel good but to do good when it counts. The video urges a mindset shift, from ownership to stewardship, from holding on to lifting up. Because when you give wisely, you free yourself from the invisible burden of hoarding. You transform money from a symbol of fear into a tool of meaning. And that shift, from saving to sharing, is the greatest hack of all. Wealth Formula 5. Break the scarcity mindset and start living. The scarcity mindset is the root that quietly poisons our ability to live. Most people aren't trapped because they lack money, they're trapped by the fear of never having enough. The video exposes this deeply conditioned fear. People live like doomsday preppers, always saving, always holding back, always waiting for a safe moment to live. But here's the brutal truth. That moment never comes. You don't need more guarantees. You need courage. Living isn't about having everything. It's about trusting yourself to start anyway. Fear keeps people frozen. They delay dreams, delay travel, delay joy. The video delivers a wake-up call. Money can be replaced. Time cannot. You can rebuild wealth, but you can't rewind to relive a moment, a stage of life, or a missed chance. If you keep waiting until it feels safe, you'll wake up one day rich in money, but bankrupt in memories. Money is a tool, but life is the goal. And life doesn't wait for permission. Are you working for money? Or is money working for your life? If you don't live now, you'll turn your whole life into a plan that never gets executed. Break the mindset that says you must hoard before you're allowed to enjoy. Spend with purpose. Act with vision. Live with urgency, because fulfillment doesn't come from how much you save. It comes from how bravely you live. Make your money mean something. Now, not someday. Wealth is not measured by your bank balance. It's measured by how fully you live. The 5 wealth formulas in this video don't just shift how you use money, they redefine how you experience life. From breaking free of extreme saving, spending at the right time, allocating experiences wisely, giving strategically, to defeating the fear of scarcity, this is a blueprint for intentional living. Don't wait until it's too late to realize money is just a tool. Life is the true destination. Starting today, let every dollar you earn become fuel for memories, freedom, and purpose. Stop hoarding a future you may never reach. Start building a life you'll never regret. Because real wealth is not what you keep, it's what you boldly live.